Virtual Fort Bragg a Community Innovation Project by Christina Harju.
Hi, my name is Christina Harju and this is my nephew and partner, Kevin. We have a lot of exciting stuff to go over and will answer questions after the presentation. Isn't that right, Kevin?
Yes, and I can't wait to tell them about it. And just think, IT will put Fort Bragg on the map for first in innovative technology for communities. The opportunities are endless. Tell them about some of them, Christina.
Well, Kevin, first of all, we know local government experts and practitioners are calling for cities to be more tech-savvy. And the creative class jobs of our economy are being drawn to communities that use technology in community development. An appreciation of technology can improve community development strategies in the following ways. First, communities can use technology to solicit public input for the drafting of development goals in a more effective manner than traditional participation tools. Second, communities can use technology to help track and measure performance to determine whether or not goals are being achieved. Third, communities can use technology to advertise their assets to their citizens, potential new citizens, and possible tourists. Lastly, communities can become technology providers to create the infrastructure needed in order to compete in the modern economy. Our program can help in assisting in the efforts of bridging the digital divide by creating jobs and increased digital opportunity for all Americans. In the FCC's 2018 to 2022 Strategic Plan, Doc 349143A1 Vision centers on bringing the benefits of the digital age to all Americans. Broadband opens doors to opportunity in almost every aspect of modern American life. It helps give rise to the democratization of entrepreneurship, so that anyone with a powerful plan and a digital connection can raise capital, start a business and reach a global customer base. It enables education, providing access to valuable learning resources regardless of one's location. It helps improve healthcare services, promoting better communication between patients and providers, and enabling telemedicine for those in rural or remote areas. It creates opportunities for civic involvement and social connection that were unforeseeable only a generation or two ago. To realize these benefits, the FCC is focusing on bringing the benefits of the digital age to all Americans, in which our virtual world will provide all the tools to do so in a one-stop world for our cities, counties, and other areas, cutting costs in all aspects of our lives, bringing opportunities to those who could not even dream of doing so before. Innovative tech tools to replace the hated public hearing, and in doing so, they are improving their overall planning procedures. At the end of our presentation, find out how to get a free membership, dabble in the stock market and world, and various other services we will be providing, along with job opportunities and great advertising for your business. But some industries were largely untouched by the World Wide Web. Industries like real estate, conventions, and classroom education. Other industries were impacted, like clothes shopping, were impacted, but relatively lightly. Virtual reality holds the promise to be even more transformative than the flat web was, reaching into every segment of every market and remaking it to be virtually accessible. Imagine being able to have a virtual replica of your hometown and your real home online, including all of your furniture and belongings. Because you are wearing a VR headset, like the Oculus Rift for example, you can see the entire home in life-size reality all around you, and you can navigate the rooms with a joystick that controls your avatar. If you want to see how a remodel of the real home would look, you can do it virtually in minutes. Repaint the walls or see how new carpets would look. Point and click, and buy, if you like the paint or the work of the decorator, or the carpet from Carpet World. Kevin, why don't you tell them a little bit about virtual reality and education?
You will soon be able to slip on a Rift and be instantly transported to a mall with a couple of girlfriends to do some clothes shopping. Everything you see is your size, and you can try outfits on an avatar that has your identical proportions. You can match items with an online inventory containing a copy of every item of clothing in your real-world closet. See how the skirt goes with the shoes you picked up last week with a click. If you are a student, you and your Rift will attend classes that take place in real time, with other real students and taught by the best and brightest teachers for the subject matter. You'll get the very best educators blending the best of real-world schools with the best of online learning and technology. Your questions can be posted in live chat as you watch lectures, interactive PowerPoint presentations and video feeds. Pop quizzes that appear on your screen and group projects with other students, some of whom you can make friends with and form study groups are all features of VR education that are already appearing in platforms like the virtual world web. Just think of what this could do between parents, their children, and teachers in the now two-income earner homes. Those missed school meetings because your job keeps you from attending, if our schools come on board, you can attend right in world as if you were really there. This is a whole new way to revolutionize how we do things in our lives and be part of our children's. What a great way to get close to your child who is online most of the time anyway. Imagine interacting with them virtually. Strengthening our homes and families again and breaking the communication barriers. Each of these industries and many more, will experience a transformation that allows for massive economy of scale savings that will make everything less expensive. At the same time, it will create demand for a whole new market segment of virtual goods and service providers and the cottage industries surrounding those areas, not to mention high-tech demand for designers, developers, and graphic artists. The explosive growth in the user base of VR will quickly create a large consumer demand for haptics devices. Haptics devices are clothing or objects that transmit touch. These things can be anything from a glove that allows a user to grab and manipulate virtual objects to a suit and treadmill that allows a user to navigate a virtual environment and be affected by objects and other people, and affect other objects and people in a lifelike way. In a virtuous cycle, the introduction of good consumer haptics will drive more people to join the virtual world web, which will in turn produce more demand for businesses to create a virtual presence and content, which will drive the haptics and VR headsets to become better and more comfortable and more convenient, which will drive even more users, and repeat.
Each of these industries and many more, will experience a transformation that allows for massy with video arcade games by Virtuality offering consumers their first VR headsets and credible publications, Computer Gaming World, predicting affordable VR by 1994. 60,000 kits may not seem like a lot, but it was enough to get the attention of Facebook, which successfully purchased the company for $2 billion in March 2014 and pledged to deliver 1 billion Oculus Rifts to consumers. 1 billion is a lot, and coming from Facebook, it breathes a whole new life into all thing VR. This time, the technology is proven, and is backed by huge money and marketplace giants. With all of the benefits that successful VR will deliver, and with a momentum and backing that was last seen at the dawn of the consumer internet, a new force is about to be unleashed that will mean radical changes and a new wave of prosperity that will reach around the globe. Within the next few years, sweeping changes along the lines of how music was transformed by the internet, from buying CDs and listening to a Walkman into downloading singles and streaming music to any device, is going to hit just about every industry and activity. Pollution and emissions will be cut as students attend virtual classes from home, where they still get to sit next to other students, engage in group activities and get personal attention from teaching assistants, but their primary professors will be the world's top teachers, providing classroom services to thousands, even millions of students, at the same lecture in real time. Company employees, bank tellers, and government office workers will be working from home, but will appear to be in their office or bank along with their customers. Not much will be different, except everything will be done virtually. Well, one thing will be different: there will be no more waiting in lines. Prices for almost everything will plummet. You may still need a large wardrobe, but because you will need it for your avatar, you'll be buying virtual clothes at a cost that is 99% off the regular retail price. A closet full of the latest styles will be attainable for a shopaholic for a nominal price. 2. Imagine attending the Super Bowl with a 50-yard line box seat for you and your close friends for $20, a concert featuring world-famous bands for a few pennies, an amusement park with the sickest rides ever imagined for only 25 cents, and all with no travel costs, hotel fees, and without even leaving the house. Safety will be another big winner. What if it's a bad flu season, or the unthinkable happens and an epidemic begins to spread? Having a lifelike alternative reality in which you can take care of all of your work, school, errands, and entertainment in the safety of your home will be an unimaginable blessing. Yes, VR is arriving, and VR will not remain in the virtual realm for very long. Very soon, the difference between what is real and what is virtual will be a question whose answer will solely depend on your philosophical outlook, but in the real world, virtual reality will become more real than reality ever was. Many municipalities are moving to the next public participation step and directly engaging the public through more effective websites. In helping with internal planning and addressing municipal problems, cities can use technology to advertise their assets, and is of great importance of websites for community promotion and e-governance. Communities need fully functioning websites to compete for new residents and possible tourists.
But what makes a city's website a quality one? Government Technology, a news outlet produced by the Center for Digital Government, gives awards annually for best state, county, and city websites. A review of these award-winning websites shows that a community's website should accomplish two main goals: allow citizens to interact with government and put the city's best face forth on the internet. This program will do that and so much more. And we have one of the prime spots our big technology companies would love to live, work and play in. Imagine where that could put us as far as prime location known all over the world. What it can do for our economy and the solutions it can provide are endless.
I am a single woman looking to make one more difference in my community and secure my family and make their dreams come true and mine before I am not able to, and after some major life challenges and setbacks over the past 2 years after working in the nonprofit community for over 20 years, have hung on to this one last project to get myself out of debt and live my dream that I should have had long ago. It was a mailing program for credit card processing that I built and had stolen from me by my college instructor who left the country, and have been holding on to this silently, waiting for the right opportunity, and that time is now more than ever. I will then be able to pay my debt, cut costs, and put funding into our community, jobs, volunteer opportunities, as well as help with solutions instead of being a burden on our system. I am hoping to get help with a business grant or loan, investors, and funding from all entities so I can bring this into our communities as well as others throughout the United States, connecting us to a whole new world. I will make internships available for students and jobs to the underserved, such as homeless, mentally ill, low income, high school and college students, our veterans, and our elderly still in the workforce. Just imagine how it can change every business service here on the coast. And increase business in all facets, our artists, our realty, and tourist base. Think of how many more businesses can be visited when your tourists know exactly where they are going, because they can experience your business before getting here. They will know your hours, location, and product, get to know you and be able to find you and have the ability to make reservations and purchases before arriving. This program is called Virtual Fort Bragg, and the funds are what it will cost to have it built to an exact replica of Fort Bragg, training and support, and will own the rights to it so my work cannot be taken from me again. All properties will be available for a limited time for the real property owners, but then will be open to the rest of the world, and would like to leave you with a quote by one of my favorite inspirers: I have a dream.
We will now play a video that will take you through some of the things we talked about in the presentation.
When the video is finished, we will be able to answer questions you may have. Sign up for a one-on-one meeting to discuss opportunities, or you may call 707-367-0145 or email coolcashncstuff@gmail.com to request more info. Thank you.